Well, I was studying abroad before I came here. My first year was in Buenos Aires, Argentina. My second year was in Budapest, Hungary, Eastern Europe. When I was in Buenos Aires, I've learned Spanish. And I realized how many resources we have in the Spanish language that we don't have in Italian. I was able to study the Bible much better just because I knew a language. And so I wanted to learn English. And I just went on YouTube and I've checked different teachers that taught the Bible in English. One of them was John MacArthur, so I've started listening to him. After about 1 year period, I've learned the language and I was able to learn what he was teaching, and I realized that he had a seminary. After about 3 years from my first application, I was able to go to Hungary, and when I was in Hungary, a professor from IBEX came to teach and he encouraged me to apply to Masters, and so I ended up coming here the following semester.
Actually, Liberty, well, I was going to transfer after my freshman year, and one of the coaches at Liberty talked to Coach Starr here, and I mean, he called me after Coach Starr did it and talked to me about Masters. It was a Christian school. Then he convinced me to go come and visit.
I mean, what the school stands for Christ in Scriptures. It is evident from the leadership of our president, but it's evident from any way you look at the school. You see that, whether it's biblical teaching or it's business, gen eds, everything. So I would say what the school stands for. Obviously, I'm studying Bible, so that's the major reason why I'm here.
When I came on my visit, I started to have a good relationship with my teammates, future teammates at that point. And I kind of just walk around campus. I mean, it's way smaller than Liberty, but I mean, I kind of like it because you get to know people more than I did at Liberty. So that's one of the big things for me, was to be able to have those relationships and get closer to people. Because at Liberty, I was close to probably only my teammates. I didn't get to know a lot of people there because you see someone different every day and you don't have the chance to talk to them.
It was just an issue of trust and hoping that the Lord would open doors. I was praying for that, received all the papers, I did all the readings that I had to do and fees that I had to pay, things like that. It was kind of out of the blue. In fact, my dad actually bought me the ticket to come here 3 weeks before I came. I didn't know I was going to come. I didn't have financial resources to come. I had no chance to be here. The Lord kind of brought me here. I was in touch with the coordinator for the international coordinator here, and she was telling me that I was being accepted as off-campus student, even though it was very special because usually first-year students don't get accepted, especially if they're international. They usually want them to be on campus, but for me they did some sort of exception, and then my tuition was almost completely covered by scholarships and gifts.
This is my 5th year in the States. I went to a high school in Virginia. I did my senior year there, and then I got recruited by Liberty, and then I went to Liberty for a year. I didn't get to play a lot basketball, and I mean, I only wanted to play, and after a year I was just like, okay, I'm gonna transfer. I wanna go to a place where I can play. And I talked to Coach Starr on the phone, and they really wanted me. They watched highlights. I came and visit, talked to them, talked to the coaches. I knew that I had a good relationship with them, and I was gonna have a good relationship with them if I committed to Masters.
Well, I would say the main reason I would say Masters University is the #1 choice is because of the love for the church that the school has. Since the very first day, you are pushed and encouraged to be part of a church. This is critical for the life of a Christian. My second reason, the fact that you are able to not only receive knowledge from the professors, but having opportunities to get to know them. You are supported not only academically by professors, but also practically. And then the third reason I would say it's fellowship that you have with the students. It's just a special place, and everyone is just pushing you to love Christ, to love His church more.
Yeah, for sure. When I transferred, I was looking at Christian schools because I just wanted to keep growing with my relationship with God, and that was probably the biggest thing for me. When I was looking at school, because I mean, I got saved at Liberty actually, and I just wanted to keep growing in my faith. So when Masters offered me a scholarship, I was okay, I'm gonna take it. So far, it's been really good for me. It's my last year here. I'm a senior, and although I'm ready to graduate, I know Masters is gonna be a place that I know I can come back to and just